Well, good morning. How is this? Into the weekend with the Daily Feel Good podcast, starting your weekend in a positive way. It's Friday. We like to call it Fry-yay, and we're glad you're spending some time with us. Hey, good morning. I am Len.
And I am Sarah. Thank you for starting your day with us today, Friday. That means it's Filler Up Friday. We are giving away a $100 gas gift card today. Woo, woo.
Yeah, excited about that. And something else I'm excited about into the weekend. I don't know what your plans are, but you may be going to an event, a mixer, maybe going over some people's house that you've never talked to or met before. Small talk can sometimes be awkward. And wouldn't it be good if you had some just ideas, some things that you could rely on? So when you're making those initial conversations, it just went a little more smoothly. I've got some small talk tips that I can't wait to share with you.
I am excited to hear those. But first, let's start today. Let's kick it off with a positive thought. Faith tells me that no matter what lies ahead of me, God is already there.
Boy, that's it. That's a great theme for life. Wonderful. Well, let's get going here into the weekend with 3 things your friends and family might be talking about today.
Well, if you're planning a 4th of July cookout, expect to spend a little more this year, according to the annual American Farm Bureau Federation survey. The average cost to feed 10 people this Independence Day is $73.82, about $2.90 more than last year. Nearly every traditional cookout favorite, from hamburgers to chicken to ribs, saw a slight increase. There was a bit of good news, though. Eggs dropped nearly 18% in price, helping bring down the cost of dishes like potato salad. But overall, just over $7 a person plus time with friends in the backyard is a pretty good deal.
That's a great deal, actually. Under $8 a meal. I'll take that for sure.
Yeah.
Anything in the cookout that's your thing? I mean, obviously, whatever the protein is, whether it's steak or burgers or
we
chicken,
are throwing
whatever.
a little 4th of July get together. It's not on the 4th of July or anything like that, but we got to do burgers because I just gave last week the recipe for the best burgers. So we love doing burgers. Those are a must-have for us. Usually it's just burgers, dogs, and a bunch of cool different sides. I like to go to Pinterest. I'm a very themed out person. When there's a theme, I go all in. So like on Amazon, you can buy these party kits with banners and streamers and all, and they're not that much. Like I think I got a 4th of July one for $11, and it's filled with like a bunch of party stuff. So I will have all kinds of red, white, and blue themed cute ideas from Pinterest.
I'm really into right now deviled eggs.
Those are so good.
I know, and I always feel like people don't make enough for the side because,
they go pretty quick.
Yeah, they do go quick, and I always feel for me the perfect amount is at least 3, but I feel guilty.
Because they can go quickly. But you're right. They're so good, and people love them.
Right, because when you're making them, 2 dozen seems like kind of a lot. But that's not a lot at all.
I know. It's so funny. It's so funny. I keep seeing this T-shirt that's real popular right now. You know how people have funny sayings on T-shirts?
Yep.
And for 4th of July, it says, "It's a bad day to be a hot dog." I don't know why it makes me laugh every time I see it.
That is funny. And here's a pro tip. I don't know if you'll do this or not, but they're out there everywhere now, just near the checkout at stores like Walmart and Target or stores like Lowe's and Depot, whatever the case might be. You have your junior fireworks for the 4th of July. You have the big things you go to the fireworks store to get, but then you have sparklers and stuff like that. What are really fun are those little things that you throw on the ground and they explode, they snap. You know what I'm talking about?
Kids love those. I don't remember what they're called. I mean, they're not my favorite.
Well, you say kids love them, but it's fun to be a kid at heart for just a moment. Like no one would expect Sarah Carnes to be reaching in her purse and throwing those snappers out at people.
Oh, no, it is fun. I remember we got them for some friends of ours. Kids love the sparklers, too.
Yeah.
So it's
good
fun.
Stuff. Well, this is absolutely amazing. Imagine finding a book that was burned nearly 2,000 years ago and finally being able to read it without even opening it. That is exactly what is happening in Italy right now. Ancient scrolls that were buried during the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in AD 79. Most people have heard of that. They were so badly burned that they would crumble if you just touched them. But now, using incredibly detailed CT scans and artificial intelligence, researchers have digitally unwrapped one of the most fragile scrolls, and they've read about 5 feet of it so far without damaging it. The newly revealed text includes previously unknown chapters by this famous Greek philosopher about the gods and providence and why what happens when it happens in the future. Researchers say it's just the beginning. More than 400 ancient scrolls are still waiting to be explored, meaning we could soon recover books that no one has read for 2,000 years.
Wow, that's incredible.
Who knows what we're going to discover when those books are finally read? It's just amazing. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, that's so exciting to hear stuff like that.
Yeah.
Technology just blows my mind and what we're able to do and being capable of doing.
You saying that, though, is funny. You and I always talk about this. Like, we think it's a big deal. Like, if I look up how to make something on YouTube or something around my house, or you looking up a new recipe, and we kind of pat ourselves on the back. And these guys are able to read 2,000-year-old scrolls that are totally incinerated.
I know. It's so wild. Well, here's one of the easiest health tips you'll hear all day. Take a 5-minute walk every hour. Or, get up and move around, but a walk is really good. A new study found that people who got up and moved for just 5 minutes every hour had better moods, less fatigue, even slightly better work performance than those who stayed seated for long stretches. Researchers tested walking breaks every 30, 60, and 120 minutes and found that once an hour seemed to offer the best balance of effectiveness and practicality. Even better, those quick breaks didn't hurt productivity. In fact, they gave a small boost.
Isn't that great?
That seems counterintuitive sometimes because I get locked into my work and I'm grinding and I'm like, if I get up now, well,
Yeah.
But usually when I get up, I break away and I feel refreshed coming back and I do better.
I think that that's such an important thing, just that 5 minutes, that you should just look that up. Send that to anybody at your company and let them know that all work and no play is not a good idea. Give yourself just 5 minutes. Just give yourself 5 minutes.
Just 5 minutes, please.
Thank you, Lord, for every day. Start your Friday positive. Positive with Lynn and Sarah.
We're able to bring our podcast to you in positivity and faith-building conversations because of our partners, our sponsors. And one of them that is just doing such a wonderful job is Liberty Health Share. I'm taking a moment to spotlight Liberty because I know many of you are having a hard time with healthcare costs. It's just been cost prohibitive for you. Maybe it's not available through your work. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, or maybe just your share is too much. You might want to look into Liberty. It is not insurance. It is healthcare sharing, and it's working so well. And it's affordable, too. Spread the word, and you can find out more at libertyhealthshare.org.
Whoa, tick-tock, whoa, time goes so fast. It happened today, let's remember.
Well, today is June 26th, and we're taking you back in time.
Well, the year was 1498. This is a good one. The toothbrush was invented in China. Well done. The bristles were actually the stiff, coarse hairs taken from the back of a hog's neck and attached to handles made of bone or bamboo. And so it's interesting. They have synthetic toothbrushes today. That's what most people use. But if you really want to go original and natural, you go online, you go to Amazon, you can still buy a boar's hair toothbrush.
I've seen those. Now they have, like, how far we've come from, China, 1498. But I saw, they just invented red and blue light therapy toothbrushes.
Oh, really?
And it's supposed to be good. I don't know. I was reading about them, but sometimes I don't know, if all this stuff is worth the hype or if it like really is. I've heard so much about like red light therapy and all that stuff.
Yes.
So
you know what?
It's probably good.
A ton's going on with red light therapy and blue light therapy. And the nice part is nowadays, if you really want to know, if you really want to research it and separate fact from fiction, you can do it. There's enough tools that are available online with Google and AI and expert articles that if you really want to know, you can find out. You can separate fact from fiction, and I would look into that. You only get one set of chompers, so you might
Might as well.
might as well.
Well, in 1977, Elvis Presley gave his last public concert at Market Square Arena in Indianapolis, Indiana. The crowd was about 18,000 people, and the most expensive ticket was $15, though that was considered a high ticket price at the time. I don't know with inflation how much that would be. But
I've got that scale chart in front of me here. So $15 today would be the equivalent. It'd be $80 for a ticket. So that would be about right to see Elvis, right?
Well, that was the most expensive ticket.
Yeah.
Concerts today for most expensive can get crazy high, but
Elvis would be the equivalent to, you remember when everyone had to go online and try to buy Taylor Swift tickets?
Yeah, that was Elvis at his peak, right?
Yeah, so Elvis at his peak would be the same as that.
Wow.
It's fun to think about. And today is, and this is wonderful, it's National Forgiveness Day. National Forgiveness Day. Forgiveness is a major theme in the Bible and in the teachings of Jesus. 40 of the 66 books of the Bible place a strong emphasis on forgiveness. And so it's difficult to work through sometime, but maybe just us speaking that out, that today is National Forgiveness Day, will get some people listening to our podcast started in a good direction.
Yeah, it's good for you too, right? It's what we're supposed to do. And when we can learn to let go of that anger or whatever we're holding on to, it's good for us too.
You know what? It's funny that you say that, because when I am involved in sales, I always like to say, let's see if we can create a win-win or a win-win-win situation. And that's really what forgiveness is. It brings forgiveness and closure to the person that you're holding something against. Like you say, it's good for you. It kind of makes things right in God's providence. And so forgiveness is a win-win-win. Let's look at it that way.
Yeah.
I see the best in you. We see a glass half full. I see the brightest side. It's amazing what can happen when we choose our better self and let the Lord lead the way. Positive with Len and Sarah.
Well, small talk can be awkward, but it can be rewarding too. If you view it the right way, it can be an opportunity to connect with someone, which is always great. Learn and build a relationship with somebody new. So from the website upworthy.com, I found this 9 conversation starters that can help draw people into the conversation. I'll share them. You give your take on them, and people can keep the ones they like and throw the rest in the garbage. How's that sound?
Okay.
Okay. Here's one for you. Number 1, what's giving you energy right now? What's giving you energy right now? Can you see yourself working into that?
Well, I mean, I feel like that's a random first question for someone.
Well, yeah. Well, you got to break the ice first. What's your name? Why you here? So forth.
Energy right now. I mean, that wouldn't be my vibe of the question.
Okay,
but
so
someone
you're
else,
tossing
maybe.
that one in the garbage,
I'm
but
gonna
someone
toss
else
that
might
one.
keep it. Okay. What about this one? Hey, I'm just curious. What's the story behind your name? I mean, how did you become Sarah?
I mean, is this stuff that, like, those can get, like, really personal stories? I think these first level questions need to be stuff that's relatable to the next person. That question isn't good to me because it becomes so personal that it's probably unrelatable to the other person.
I think you got to build a bridge with it. Like, my name's Len, you say, Len, I just met a Len the other day. Is that, do you go by Len, or is that short for Leonard? And then I say that, and then you
if it's a unique name, but if I meet someone and they're like, hi, I'm Pam. Pam. How did you?
The story behind your name.
How did you get that name?
Okay,
It's just,
so
I don't know.
you're tossing that one too.
I'm sorry, but that is not.
That's fine. This is we're just working through some ideas. Okay. What about this one? Hey, what's something fun that you've been enjoying lately?
That's good.
You like,
I like
that?
that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, next one. Hey, this is fun heading into the weekend. If you could plan your perfect weekend, what would it look like?
That's also like an awkward, like, first level question.
Okay.
Like, that seems like very okay, but yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, write down what's something fun because you're going to use that one. Okay.
Because I do use that one. I would ask my girlfriends or people I just met, what are you guys up to this weekend? I can tell you my usual go-tos when I meet someone new, too, after you're done.
Okay, yeah, there's just a few more. And again, I'm not owning these. These were just published by a person that's kind of a topical expert. So I'm just drawing out of them.
Or they're getting paid per word to write for a blog. And
that's true because they could have just done 5 and they did 9. So you're right.
I don't know.
Okay. What about this one? Hey, what do you love to do, for downtime when you get a few minutes to yourself?
Again, this is people we're just meeting.
You're working your way into that. You can't like shake their hand and say nice charcuterie board, and then after that say what's your favorite place to spend downtime. You got to find out who they are, what they do, but now you got to move the conversation forward a little bit.
That one's not bad. It sounds a little formal to me. Like, what's your favorite? Like, after we're at a friend's house, we're mingling. When friend groups come together, this is what I'm picturing. This is what happens to us, at least, when different friend groups come together, and you don't really know them, but you know the friend who invited you, so you're intermixing.
Okay. I agree with you on a lot of these. Transition into some of these seems a little challenging, to be honest, because this last one I wanted to share with you is assuming. So I would say, hey, I'm just curious. I know that whatever you do, let's say you don't host a podcast. Let's say that you are a receptionist. Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
job,
what do you
Holly.
love about what you do? What do you love about your job?
I would ask them, how they spend their time, or, do they work outside the home? And then,
because they might not love their job too.
Right. And I don't know what they do, and I don't want to assume they have a job. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you could get to that point.
All right. Well, let's pretend that you're writing the article now, because only one of those kind of set with you. What are your go-tos?
Well, we don't, my husband and I would say the things I hear us saying when, again, I'm using the example of friend groups mixing, or at a party, we're talking to someone we haven't talked to, like, let's just say it's this time of year. Do you guys have any, trips planned or any vacations coming up? That's something we talk about all the time. Because then that bubbles up to, if they don't find, but if they do, it's like, oh yeah, we've been there too. And it always sparks conversation.
Not bad. That's not bad. I like that.
To me, that is a go-to one that I can think of. We talk a lot about, like, if we're in a group, or if something comes up with things we've watched on TV or streaming, what shows are you guys like loving? Are you guys into, we've said that before. Are you guys into watching shows together? Do you have any, you have any tips for us? We've asked that a lot of times. What shows do you guys like? Or movies have you seen? That comes up a lot too.
Actually, those are very good. I think maybe you should write an article. I don't even know what I say, but I never seem to have any problem in that situation.
Well, you're very random. If Len ends up at the dinner table with you,
yes,
and like let's say our Len and Sarah trips, we try to rotate every night and sit with like a different group of people, so we intermix. And Len's questions are what I call them lid openers. Something to start off the conversation. It's always very random.
That's exactly
very
what.
Random.
Yeah, I try to kind of read the table. And
give an example.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I would do.
It's always like spur of the moment. Like, what's the one you asked about? Like, based on your, it was something like this, based on what, okay, everybody here at the dinner table, based on your job or your favorite topic, I'm going to go around and everybody has to have a Jeopardy question for the rest of us or something like that.
Oh, that was good. You pick your topic. Yeah, you pick your topic like you would.
The thing you're best at.
You would clean house in Jeopardy. Right. You
Yeah.
pick the topic you would clean house in Jeopardy and then I'm going to find a question for that. Yeah, that was kind of fun, wasn't it?
That was kind of fun. And I think I did like 90s country or something random like that.
Yeah, that was really funny because some people said, "Oh, it's science for me." Of course, I said, "Mine is probably the New Testament Bible," and Sarah said,
And I was like,
"Give me
90s country music."
You know the question I always ask people if I'm in that setting, I always say this because it's usually at a dinner setting. Mm-hmm. And I always ask people, it has to be a chain. It has to be a chain. If you could eat at one.
That is your breaker. Yes.
One restaurant, and this is it. But it has to be a chain. It can't be a one-off in your community because once they say it's Pablo Joe's or something and you don't know about that, it kind of just fizzles. And so analyzing a chain, you're saying if you could eat at one chain, one restaurant chain, has to be a chain for the rest of your life, and that's it. What would you pick? And then right away, some person says, well, I don't know. They have 12 locations. Does that count as a chain? And I go, 12? Yes, 12 it has to at least be 12.
It's so funny because I tell Len this all the time.
Yeah.
I couldn't pull off acting like Len as a woman of my stature and my height, and just like if I walked in and sat down at the dinner table at one of our Len and Sarah gatherings and I was like, so everybody, let's do this, go around the table and pick your category and we're going to play Jeopardy, people would be like, what is wrong with her? What is going on? That is so weird. But like I feel like with your stature and you're so like
loud voice, yes.
Your loud voice and you're like just your personality, you pull it off.
It's fun. It's fun. I like to draw people in. You know what, though? Let me say this. If you'd like to sit at a table with me and Sarah and Robin Swoboda and be a part of one of these random conversations, we still have some spaces available in our trip to Mackinac that takes place at the end of August. Now, our Nashville trip, that one is sold out twice, and our London to Paris trip is sold out. But we still have 12 seats or something left, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we would love to have you join us on our Mackinac Island trip.
All you have to do is go to our website and click our trips at startyourdaypositive.com. And we'll draw you right into that conversation. I love it. I'm so glad it's in our neck of the woods because it's one of the Midwest's largest contemporary Christian music festival, and it's drivable for most people listening to our podcast. It is the Alive Music Festival at Atwood Lake. You know, Sarah, I think it was last week we were talking about the fact that one of the featured artists who's so popular right now, Josiah Queen, you and I spent some time with him. We took him to lunch at Texas Roadhouse, and he just wanted to know how he could get rolls shipped to his house. So what I love about the artists at the music festival is they're so talented, but they're just real people.
Oh my goodness, yes. And I mean, thankfully we've met a lot of these bands throughout the years, and they're all so top notch. Skillet, We Are Messengers, Colton Dixon, Josiah Queen, Lauren Daigle is going to be there. And I interviewed her. The last time I talked to her, I interviewed her for the podcast back in the day. She's so easygoing, so much fun. I thought it would be fun to do a rapid fire question with her, at the end of the podcast where you just ask what coffee you drinking? Normal life stuff. Because it's kind of fun to know that about artists, I think. So I'm like, you know what? We need to share a clip of this because she's so cute. And it's kind of fun to know, does Lauren Daigle play pickleball? And what coffee does she drink? And all of that good stuff. And I'm so glad she's going to be at Alive. Again, it's July 16th through the 18th. Let's just share a clip from that interview with Lauren. It's so cute. If you had to play a sport on your day off, are you playing pickleball, golf, swimming?
Oh, that's a great one. Okay. I would say I've actually done pickleball, swimming, and softball. Those are my three go-tos if I'm going to play a sport.
I've actually heard a couple of the tours coming through will actually set up pickleball courts in the back.
Some of the band members and crew guys will jump in there. I'm like, I need to go do that. I'm a sightseer. I'm like, where's the nature? I want to go see the pretty views. That's kind of my go-to thing every day.
Okay. Well, in that case, are you beach or mountain girl?
I go to both for different reasons. If I want true stillness, rest, and just kind of unwind, I think the beach is sort of that. Well, no, now that I say that, actually, I think the mountains present a stillness that no other place can. Mm-hmm. So I feel very still when I'm in the mountains. And there's also this element of adventure, being able to hike and do different things like that. Now, with the beach, I also feel a sense of adventure because you can surf, you can swim and all of that. But there's a different type of rest that's provided there. I don't know. That's really tough. I would say both.
I know. It's always hard for me too. Okay. Coffee order. What's your coffee order?
Iced oat milk latte with extra ice and no sweetener.
Nice. Okay.
Or a flat white. I love a good flat white as well.
Last book you read?
Ooh, I'm so glad to answer this question because it is one of my favorite books, and it's actually a really dear friend of our family. It's a book her name is Megan Boudreau, and it's called The Miracle on Voodoo Mountain. It's about her mission work in Haiti. It's really good.
Lauren, thank you so much for spending some time with us.
Thank you, Sarah.
An amazing voice, an amazing heart, and just good people. Lauren Daigle's going to be headlining the Alive Music Festival, as well as Josiah Queen, Skillet, Colton Dixon's going to be there, so many others. Over 40 artists and speakers, multiple stages, in just an atmosphere of, I don't know, togetherness, awesomeness, fun. Just go to the website and look around. You'll see what we're saying. You're going to be making some great summer memories. It's so much fun, so inspiring, and you can save, too, on your tickets, 1 day, 3 day, or VIP passes. When you get tickets, just use the promo code +26. +26. You'll save 10% on everything.
It's alive.org. We'll see you there.
I listen to every morning on my way to work because, you never know what the day is going to hold. It's a great way to start my day and a great way to kick it off.
What I like about Len and Sarah is they're friendly, and it seems like they're always having fun.
You know what? The best way to make a decision about making a major purchase on something is word of mouth. When a friend tells you about a company they've had a good experience with. And that's why we want you to know about, we're your friends, and we want you to know about Universal Windows Direct if you're thinking of replacing your windows. Good company, great company, and a great deal going on right now.
Yeah, I've used Universal Windows Direct before. I love them. They're great. And right now, buy 4 windows, get 4 free. That is one of the biggest sales of the year. 48 months of interest-free financing, same as cash. And it's just a great way to invest in your home without stretching your budget like crazy. And I will tell you, these are phenomenally built windows. So they have exclusive super spacer technology. So it helps reduce drafts, improve insulation, keep the indoor temperatures consistent where it's supposed to be. Because, I've talked to them at length before. I've worked with them a long time. And what you don't want to do is get cheaper windows somewhere else and then they don't perform. I've heard some crazy stories about, saving money and then 3 or 4 years down the road, people having to replace the whole house again because they fail. Yeah. You don't want that to happen. Get the good windows, get ones that are going to last, and here's an opportunity to save a lot of money while you do it.
Good people, universalwindowsdirect.com. You'll agree. You'll say, you know what, thanks, guys, for telling me I love my windows.
Well, I hope you have the best weekend. We'll be right back here Monday morning. Don't forget, head over to our website, startyourdaypositive.com. The keyword is roller coaster for the $100 gas gift card.
And let's wrap up our Friday podcast with a prayer, actually a blessing. You've probably heard this, maybe sung this before, if like you were in choir in school. Numbers chapter 6, verses 24 to 26 is a blessing. The Lord bless you and keep you. I decided to look up the blessing and share it today from a translation of the Bible called The Message. It's just a wonderful, fun way to read the Bible, where the Bible verses are set in such a way that it just has a very simple, plain meaning for our lives. And so into the weekend with a blessing, number 624 through 26. God bless you and keep you. God smile on you and gift you. God look you full in the face and make you prosper. In Jesus' name, amen. Have a great weekend.